All new at 6. Today marks 17 days of the government shutdown with no end in sight. Democrats are refusing to vote for the spending bill until they get a deal on extending Obamacare subsidies. Republicans say they refuse to negotiate a deal until the government reopens. This week, CBS News Miami's Jim DeFede interviewed the Democratic leader of the U.S. House of Representatives, Hakeem Jeffries, about the standoff.
He joins us in studio right now. And Jim, you have been digging into how this battle over health care has major implications for South Florida. What can you tell us?
South Florida is ground zero. I want to show you a graphic on Obamacare that really is staggering. These are the top 5 congressional districts. And when I'm saying with Obamacare enrollees, and when I say the top 5, I don't mean the top 5 in Florida. These are the top 5 in the entire United States. Florida has more people on Obamacare than anywhere else in the country, than any other state. And the Congress people representing in South Florida have more people than anywhere else. Just look at those numbers. Elvira Maria Salazar has 298,000 of her constituents using Obamacare, 38% of the population. Carlos Jimenez has 287,000. Mario Diaz-Balart, 258,000. Those are staggering numbers. And when we talk about doing away with the Obamacare subsidies, that's what this fight is really over. Let me just give you an idea of what that means to those folks in those congressional districts. Let's say you're a 60-year-old couple who have a combined income of $85,000 a year. Right now, with the subsidies in place, you pay $602 a month. If those subsidies go away, that couple will now have to pay, let me get the right figure, $2,754 a month. That is a massive increase. And it's not just for older folks. If you're a younger person, you can expect to see, without these subsidies, your health care premiums double or triple. That would not be uncommon here. And so that's the line in the sand that's being drawn by Democrats to say this is the fight we want to fight for, and we're going to stay until we get a deal because we don't trust the Republicans.
Jim, that is a staggering increase that most people could not afford at this point in time. Now, when you spoke to Jeffries, how confident did he seem that Democrats would remain united on this issue?
Yeah, look, let's face it. Republicans control the House, the Senate, the White House, and the courts. So this is really the only time they have any bit of leverage is over a government shutdown. So he expressed confidence that Democrats will stay united on the issue of health care. I want to play for you a little clip from my interview where he sort of targets what's happening in South Florida and the Republican representatives down here. Let's listen to it.
There are hundreds of thousands of people in South Florida who are at risk of seeing their premiums, copays, and deductibles skyrocket by thousands of dollars a year in ways that will make it unaffordable for them to be able to go see a doctor if the Affordable Care Act tax credits are allowed to expire. Unfortunately, Republicans like Representative Jimenez, Representative Salazar, and Representative Diaz-Balart refuse to sit down to negotiate an extension of the Affordable Care Act tax credits, and they have no interest in addressing the health care crisis that they've created.
So, yeah, as you can see, this is a fight that's not going away anytime soon. We can expect it to sort of carry on for a while, and Democrats think they have a good issue. And right now, polling says that the vast majority of Americans support Obamacare and support the reasons for the shutdown.
Certainly a lot to unpack on this week's show. Jim, thank you.
And you can see Jim's full interview with Hakeem Jeffries on a special edition of Facing South Florida that dives deep into the healthcare debate this Sunday at 8:30 on CBS News Miami.